Hello friends, welcome back to Programming Fields. I'm Umesh Rana and today I came up with part 4 video in Laravel Ajax CRUD series. In the last video, we implemented the functionality to view, edit and update Todo. So if I will show you, we had implemented this view, edit and update functionality. To display and edit Todo, we already used the same model and form that we already created to add to-do list. Okay. And after updating any to-do list in the database, we have updated the same here in this table without refreshing the page. So let's see, if I will update anything, that will be automatically reflected here without reloading this entire page. Okay. In the today's video, we will be working on this delete functionality with a confirmation alert. And for this, I will be using SweetAlert library for the confirmation dialog alert. So let's get started. So I have navigated to the code editor and firstly I will have to create a delete functionality in order to perform delete action. So I have already added class for this delete button. So if I will inspect and I will show you, then I have given class as btn delete and I have passed data id attribute in every buttons. So now let's click delete functionality. So just after this edit, I will write one delete functionality, and in order to write this delete button click event, I will be using event delegation thing. So I will simply copy this line and I will add it. Instead of btn view, I will have to write btn delete. Okay, and again we will require this to do id. So I will capture this from data id attribute and I will check if we have to do id. Then here we have to fire SweetAlert confirmation. Okay, so in order to call this SweetAlert, we will have to integrate it in our Laravel application. So I will navigate to the browser and here I will open SweetAlert. Okay, the very first we have this official documentation of SweetAlert. Let's click on this and we can see the sample here. If we will click on this show success message, yes, here it triggered this SweetAlert. Now if we will navigate to this documentation and under this installation tab, we have different ways to install this. Either we can install it using npm or we can use this using cdn as well. So here if we will click on this js deliver cdn, from here it provided js and css link. So we can simply copy the css and js. Let's come to the VS Code editor and here we have created this master blade file. So just after this bootstrap cdn, I will paste. So better we can copy in this way. Let me replace it again. Yes, this is done. We can add one comment just like SweetAlert css. Now let's come back to the documentation again. And here we have to copy this js cdn. Again come back to code editor. And here just after this bootstrap cdn, I will add this SweetAlert JS. Yes, this is done. Come back to the documentation again and here under this example tabs, if we'll click on this, we have different SweetAlert types just like basic, text under, text with footer. Okay, and here we have to find confirmation. So if we will scroll down and here we can see we have a confirm dialog. If we will check this, so inside this confirm dialog, we will have title, message and these two buttons as confirm and cancel. Okay, so we can simply copy this and come back to the code and inside this script.js, if we have to do id, then we have to trigger this SweetAlert. Okay, we can customize the message according to our need. I will append this message as once deleted, you won't be able to revert this. And icon is warning. It provides different icons just like success, warning, info and many other things. It provided show cancel button. So based on this flag, it will display cancel button. We can customize the text as confirmation button text. We can write delete. Okay, so this opened in two ways, just like firstly in the first phase it will open the confirmation dialog and on click on the confirmation button it will again open one success alert. So here we have to make Ajax call after this result is confirmed. That means when the alert dialog is opened, we will have two buttons. I will show you in the browser. Let me try to delete the first one. So here it prompted this alert dialog, and here we have this delete and cancel button. Okay. So once I will click on this delete, I will have to make Ajax call. Alright. Currently we have not made Ajax call. If I will try to click on this delete button, it will directly open the success alert again. Let's check this. Yes. And now in between we have to make Ajax call. So here we have to make Ajax call. Alright, and on the success response of Ajax call, we will fire this success SweetAlert. Okay, so let's write $.ajax, and here we will pass URL as todos / and we will pass todo ID. Okay, and the method type will be delete request. Let's add comma here, and on success response, I will capture one message as success response. And here we will write if response dot a status triple equals success. That means if todo is deleted and that status is returned from the controller, then we will fire this success alert. Else we will copy and paste it again, and instead of icon success, we can change this icon to alert or danger. So let's come back to the documentation, and here we will come to this icon section, and we can write error. Okay, so let's add this icon as error, and here we will change this message as unable to delete todo, and title I will add as failed. That's it. And on error function as well, we will trigger the same error SweetAlert. So let's copy and add it here. So we'll remove this else part. Yeah, this is done. Now let's come to the controller and let's implement this delete functionality. So here inside this todo controller, we have this destroy function, and inside this destroy function, again we have this string $id. So instead of this, again we will be using route model binding. So we will be writing todo model and instance. Again I will check if we have todo, then we will write todo delete function. So this delete function is provided by Laravel Eloquent, and here we will return response in JSON. So let's copy and add it here, and let's change this message to todo is deleted, and we don't require this todo, so let's remove it. And for else part, if we don't have todo, then we'll write failed, unable to delete todo. Yes, that's it. Save it and come back to the browser, refresh this application, and let's try to delete this one. Delete. Now before proceeding this delete, let's open the network tab. So from here we will be able to track Ajax call. Okay, so let's click on delete, and here this network call is triggered, and inside this preview this is asking CSRF token. So we missed CSRF token because the delete method requires CSRF token. Okay, so let's come back to the code, and here we are not submitting the form. Okay, so we are not able to get CSRF token using this form. So let's scroll up, and here we already added this Ajax setup. So let's open it. Okay, so this will fetch CSRF token from this meta attribute. In create and update todo, we have serialized this form, and we received this CSRF token from this form itself. But in this delete functionality, I'm not serializing this form, I'm just passing todo ID directly to this delete request. So let's save it, come back to the browser, refresh this application, and here let's try to delete again. So yes, this todo is deleted now, and in this network response we got this 200 success, and if we'll check this preview, yes, we received this success message. Okay, but after deleting this todo should be removed from this list, because currently we have not updated this table and we are not refreshing this page. So in order to do that, we will have to return the deleted todo from the controller itself. So let's come back to the controller, and here again I will have to return this todo, and we will capture this todo in this script.js. Okay, and after this I will just capture that todo as response.todo, and I will remove that particular row from this index blade. So for that we already added table row ID. So if we will navigate to this here, then we can see we have unique ID as todo underscore, and this is todo ID. Okay, so again I will use the same way to remove that particular row from this table that we already used to update that to do. So let's come to the code, and here we will write hash to do underscore, and here we will use backtick just like this, and I will append that to do id. So I will write response dot to do dot id dot remove function. Okay, this jQuery remove function will remove that particular row from that table because we passed this id attribute. And here I will write again if response dot to do, then we will call this function. Okay, this is done. Now let's come back to the browser, refresh this application once, close this console, and here let's try to delete this fifth one. Delete, confirm. Your file has been deleted and that to do id 5 has been removed from this table. So this is working expectedly. Now let's talk about some beautification in this application again. So currently we have implemented SweetAlert for this delete functionality. Okay, so we can apply the same SweetAlert in create to do and in update as well. Currently, after creating this to do, we were displaying one alert response from Bootstrap. Let me show you. Do modal jQuery. Okay, if I will click on save, then currently we are showing this success to do from Bootstrap alert component. So instead of this alert success, we will display that SweetAlert success. Okay, let's come to the documentation again, and here we have the examples. Okay, so we can simply copy this one and we can add it because here the timer is added, so this timer will auto close that SweetAlert component. So let's copy this, and here on to do create and update we displayed this alert component. So instead of this I will fire this SweetAlert, and we don't require this position top end, so I will keep it by default. And here we will have this icon and this title, and again we can pass subtitle. So we will copy this text and we will add it here, and here we will write success. And here instead of this static message we can pass our dynamic message that is coming from this response.message. So here let me just remove this and I will pass this response.message. Let me remove this alert component. This is fine, and let me just copy, and here for this field we will use the same, and instead of icon success we will write error, and here I will write failed, and this response.message will be dynamic. And the same thing for this error as well, we will write error, title will be failed. Let me check again. Yeah, this is fine, and here we will pass timer 1500. So this alert will be closed automatically. Now let's come back to the browser, refresh this application. Now let's try to create another to do. Hey, this is another to do. Let's copy and add it, save it. Yes, so we received success, to do is created, and here this to do is appended at this bottom. Now let's check this edit functionality. Let's update anything and let's save it. Yes, so to do is updated and that SweetAlert is closed automatically. Now let's check by deleting another to do. Click on delete. Let's cancel this. Yes, it is not deleted now. Let's try to delete again by confirming this delete. Yes, so the to do is deleted. So that's it for this video. If you found helpful to this video, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel. In the next video, we will be implementing the functionality to complete this to do by adding multiple checkbox here. So by selecting the checkbox, we will able to mark as complete that particular to do. Alright, so thanks for joining us today. See you in the next video.